Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Clinton Electronics CLI-CE174C LCD wall mount bracket. This is what the box looks like, and it weighs about 3 pounds with its accoutrement. All of it about 3 pounds. So let's take a visual tour of the item. Here is the wall mount, and I've got to tell you, seems very robust, made of very good quality, black enamel paint. I've not used this model in the past, but can tell you that knowing a little bit about wall mounts and monitor mounts, what you don't see is a structure of many monitors that all employ mounting methods like this. I wouldn't hesitate to use this at all. There is a link below this video to the installation instructions, but it's very basic and simple, and there's one feature on here that I like a lot, and we'll get to that in a moment. So this is what it looks like. You've got three-way sort of adjustment. You can obviously go back and forth, you can tip this up and down, and obviously a combination. You can adjust and make and tighten the bolts by popping off the caps, which you will certainly need to do because the weight of the monitor. You can install this to find out, and I do it, and obviously I do it as well in my multiple monitor mount installations. You find that your monitor kind of creeped down, started to tip down on you the next day. So what you basically, all you need to do in that sort of instance is simply pop the caps off and then tighten up the screws. There we go. Very good. So installation, let's take a look at the installation instructions while we're going through it, and they are indeed included. It's really straightforward. Let's do a visual tour of the rest of the components. But first, let's take some dimensions. Overall height of the plate on the back, about 5 inch. Overall width, about 5 inches well, maybe just shy. You'll have a total projection somewhere right in the range of about 5 inch. So that's the dimension to remember, 5 inch. The rest of the pieces, and what I like a lot about this, as I was saying earlier, is that it includes a level. No excuse for it to be not level. Because there's really no way to adjust it for being out of level. There's no way to turn it rotationally. So, and we'll get to where the level is employed, but a nice little handy level to have there. You know, that would go on my tool bench when I was all done. You will get, regarding the adjustments, you are going to get the wrench that will allow you to tighten those nylon lock nuts that are there to keep that monitor from creeping down like this. And speaking of that, it's rated for up to 35 pounds. And in my experience, anything that's going to be VESA 75 or VESA 100 compliant in terms of the footprint. When you look at the back of your monitor, make sure that you are VESA 75 or 100 compliant, so you can screw this to the back. And those screws are included. You probably reuse the ones that you're taking off, but not necessarily, so they are included. And I don't know what monitors are all compatible with them, but generally, and you need to find out, because in today's world, monitors are really dirt cheap, and a lot of them are dirt cheap. Many of them are not. You get what you pay for. You go for the cheapest. You may not have the mounting footprint, the VESA footprint that you need, so you've got to be mindful of that to be sure that your monitor is compliant. And before you buy this, be sure that your monitor is compliant with the mounting requirements. Okay. Now, I find maybe 24 inch, you know, all the mounts that I've done, generally hanging something or mounting something on a mount like this, going to stop at about 24 inch when it comes to being VESA compliant. Monitors I run are generally 21 inch because I use lots of them. Okay, so I don't get into larger monitors, at least not yet. Disassemble the mount. You got 2 screws down here. I already have one basically removed. Let's remove the other one. Take a look at what the interior of this looks like. Wall plate. Slides now. Very nice. you'll be able to just secure it just like that. Installation instructions shows your installation is going to be just like this. Okay, you're going to get some sleeve anchors, some hex head sleeve anchors. I'd say that those are likely 1/4 inch. A drill size, I don't know if they give that to us or not. Let's take a look. The included items: the 2-piece monitor wall mount, the bubble level, 4 wall expansion screws, the 4 VESA screws that you need, and then the wrench that you need, the crescent wrench that you need. Now, having gone through what's included, they'll say that you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver to remove those 2 bolts, obviously. A drill with a 5/16 masonry bit, and that's what we were looking for, wasn't it? The size of the size to drill for those holes, so obviously 5/16, and those might be called 1/4 inch anchors. I don't know that the drill size and the order size on those bolts are the same. I don't know. I've forgotten. A pencil and then a 10mm wrench. When we're looking at the installation instructions, you obviously need the screwdriver to remove the wall plate. You've got the 5/16 bit. Oh, you need the 10mm wrench for the head of the bolts once you get them put in. Okay. Obviously, they're planning that you're going down to masonry. If you're not, you'll need to get some different bolts. You know, you could probably use a 1/4 inch hex lag screw, a lag bolt. You could probably use that if you're going into wood. If you're going into something that might get wet, not that I think you would, but I'd probably look for something that was galvanized. Attaching the monitor, that's very simple and straightforward. Those 4 small screws through one set of the 4 holes, the outers or the inners, whichever set that you've got there. Step 5, obviously slide the unit over and tighten up the bolts on the bottom, and then make your adjustments. Okay, you know, that'll be easy. If you could have somebody perhaps, you know, if the monitor really moves, have somebody hold the monitor, or you hold the monitor where you want it and let somebody else tighten the bolts, and that would be it. Okay. That concludes everything that we're talking about in terms of this unit. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Clinton Electronics products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the product catalog. Any questions on the Clinton Electronics CE174C wall mount or any other Clinton Electronics product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you very much.